And we're live.
Yes.
Hi guys.
Nick was stressing because we were 1 minute late.
We're late. Late. Quick.
It sounded like the rabbit in Alice in Wonderland. We're late. We're late.
Welcome guys. Welcome to the show. Let me just check everything's working. I've got the chat up there. So yeah, welcome back if you're a regular. This is our Sunday hangout. We don't really have a name for this. It's just we come on and waffle at you for an hour.
Our Sunday waffle stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Nick and this is
Andrea.
And we are resellers. We buy and sell stuff. This is what we do to earn a living. And our YouTube channel, if you're new, is just all about that. It's about the stuff we buy. Sharing what we do. Yeah. Yeah. Simple as that. So yeah, if you are new, welcome. And if you're a regular, hello. There's loads of regulars in the side chat. We've got 99 viewers in, so welcome everybody. First in today was Lucy, along with Ray and Maria, Lark Trading, Chelsea, Stu Mandry. So welcome guys. Do you want to say some hellos?
Yeah, Robin A was in, Andrea falling on a bruise, and I can't see anymore because I need the chat to be.
I'm in control of the mouse. Let me scroll it down.
Yeah.
Lady Lolly.
And Gary's in, Southwest Sellers. Ben Smith. Did you say Karin? Karin's in.
Karin's in. I was just
hi guys.
Just spoke to Karin on Messenger. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have caught that, but it's been kind of a week of live streams for us, really. Yeah. We'll say in a minute. We kind of took the week off work. But we did put a few videos out, including a really great chat with Karin. That went really well. And she just messaged me to say that she's had some really good feedback from that and people inquiring about console covers and sending some really nice messages. So that is fantastic. And then, of course, we brought on with Steve and Steph.
Yeah, we had some fun with, with Steve and Steph and our terrible humming. Oh, there's a dog in here. I didn't realise.
Is Monty in here?
Yeah.
Oh. And yeah, I don't know if you caught that one, but we've started this thing where it's girls versus boys. We played a game on our channel on Friday. Steve and Steph are going to host next time. We don't know when that's going to be. No. And of course, after Steve bigged it up and said the girls don't stand a chance,
we won.
You won. So yeah, like I say, I don't know when the next one's going to be or what the game will be. But there will be a follow-up, round 2 on Steve and Steph's channel. Yeah, sometime is the idea. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to scroll to the end. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Okay, is that the end? I think so.
Yeah.
South Wales Matt is in. And Elaine.
Elaine said, I just have to say, Nick and Andrea, what a great laugh your programme was. The tears were rolling down my face. So funny. That's good.
Oh, what, the Steve and Steph one, I assume?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah. We had so much fun doing that. It was some of those, it was weird. Reading off the cards, you think, oh, that would be a good one to do. And then when you come to try and hum it, it's really difficult.
It really puts you under pressure. And yeah. I just wanted to laugh all the time.
I know.
And it didn't help with you next to me laughing your head off.
No. And then sometimes did your brain go, by the way, there's a few hundred people watching this, and then it just throws you off.
Yeah, you get in a bit of panic mode. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, but they were so much fun.
All these people can hear my terrible humming.
I know. And the thing is, like I said, we don't know what the game is next time. Oh, but at least they'll be playing the game, so we'll just have to be guessing. Yeah. I assume. I don't know. Yeah. Who knows? Anyway, I'm glad you enjoyed it. We had a whale of a time. Oh, loads of people saying hi. Flipping Fantastic Finds is in. Welcome. Stephen Bennett, Claire King. For Real Girl 42 says hi.
Sean says, Nick, did you find out about the non-Action Man figure? Have you looked into that yet?
Well, a bunch of people told me in that hangout what it was.
Okay.
Which I can't remember offhand.
You wrote it down, didn't you?
I had some messages on that video, so I'll just go back and check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you wrote it down.
I did write it down, but as usual, it's chaos in here.
Wherever you put your bits.
Yes. Okay. Oh, Karen says she enjoyed the game. Yeah, it was cool. So, as we were saying, we kind of took the week out from reselling. We have done no work on eBay, apart from keeping up with orders. We have been shipping out. So we haven't listed for the entire week. Haven't sent up any Amazon stock. what we've done, we took the time out to try and go through the house.
We were trying to declutter. We really didn't. We got a lot done.
We did a lot.
We did a lot, but we didn't get everything done.
No, we had a big list. This has needed doing for a long time. Our spare room, we kind of gutted that. We took apart a great big long like sideboard thing and a set of cupboards in there. We took that to the dump. We took a car full to the dump.
Trouble rehoming the stuff that was actually in it. You're like, where do we put this now?
Yeah, we then had a ton of stuff, a lot of which we did get rid of. But I don't know if you guys have tried this, but if you try and declutter, you just make mess everywhere.
Yeah, and
it was chaos, wasn't it?
My dad and his girlfriend coming yesterday, and it was like, oh my god, we just created so much mess. And
yeah, so that's pretty much what we've been doing all week.
But luckily managed to get it all cleaned up in time. So
yeah, we filled up my Ford Focus estate with the seats down with stuff to dump. We did a dump run.
Yeah,
scrapped a load of
which was interesting because we went to the wrong dump. And then we went to the right one, and just as we got there, they shut the gates and said they were waiting for a lorry, and they didn't know how long it was going to be until it turned up. But when it came, they didn't know how long it was going to be until it had done what it needed to do. So we just had to sit there, and
we sat there for
behind us got
45 minutes,
longer and longer and longer. And we just had to sit there and twiddle our thumbs for a while.
Yeah, so that was quite painful. But we got rid of it, and we now have a car full of stuff that we were going to do a boot sale today, but the weather was really iffy.
It's really cold
we're thinking of maybe doing a boot sale next bank holiday month. Yeah. Bank holiday
Monday, because
week Monday.
You might be doing something next weekend, or you are planning to do something next weekend with other people. Oh,
you mean going up? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if that's out there yet. I don't know if I can say what I'm doing next weekend.
You're making it sound really exciting now, and it's not really that exciting.
Yeah, it is. I'm excited. Anyway, so, but despite not listing at all on eBay, we did a little bit of relisting. A load of stuff ended, and we did some relisting. Apart from that, we didn't list, but we had a pretty good week, despite not putting any fresh new stuff on. We still did, I mean, nothing amazing at all, really, but we did 1,100 on eBay without any new activity, which was interesting.
It does make me wonder, will next week kind of drop off a little bit?
Because we've not put any new stuff.
Because we haven't listed this week. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see.
But I'll show, I picked, before we went live, I was making myself busy in here, and I've picked the stuff from my office that's going out. So we can show you the sort of stuff that's been selling. And the majority of it is car parts. So this is stuff that's ticking over on good till cancelled listings most of the time. Which is really, really paying off. So we'll share what's going out with you in a minute. What else was I going to say? Oh, walking, quick update. We did an 8 mile, just a little 8 miler today.
Yeah, I know. And when we first did an 8 mile, it was like, oh my God, we're doing 8 miles.
Nearly killed us.
And now it's like, just a short walk.
So we did that.
Yeah, and I've just noticed that Steve Green's come in the chat. So hi, Steve. And yeah, we've been catching up with your videos and your training.
Yes, Steve ran 10K.
Isn't he training to run 10K, or did he run it?
I thought he did a 10K the other day.
Oh, maybe. I'm
sure in that video he said he did one, and then he was paying for it the day after.
Oh, I must have missed that.
I'm not sure.
Let us know. Was training. So.
Oh, okay. How far did you run the other day, Steve? There was one where you were sat in the bus station and you were like, "I'm in pain, serious pain," which I can totally relate to, by the way.
Absolutely.
Did Nick say car parts? Is he selling fish spare parts now? No, bum crack. Car parts.
What accent was that? Car parts.
So yeah, shall I run through some of the stuff that's going out just to get that out of the way? Beyond this, we don't have much to talk about.
I did a 10K on Friday.
There you go.
6.2 miles. Okay, cool.
Hats off to you, sir. That is quite something. We can walk, but running is a whole other thing.
Different thing. Yeah.
You'll have to let us know. Are you running this for charity, or is it just a personal thing? If it's a charity thing, let me know, and we'll come across and support you.
Yeah.
Okay. A few things that have gone out. Remote that I think we picked this one up at the Jumble, didn't we?
Yeah.
The lady
that
said
was the one that didn't go with the.
Yeah, this was on the top, and the lady went, "Oh, that goes with that TV." I was like, "No, it doesn't." So I think I paid 50 pence. It wasn't a great one. It went for £6. And then it's car parts. So official Kia spark plugs. Oh, this is a magic card. I've listed a bunch of magic cards. They are slow, but this wasn't too bad. This was a tenner.
Is that a Friday Night Magic thing?
Yeah, this is a special. You can probably see in foil there. It says FNM. That's back from when I used to run Friday Night Magic tournaments. Going back a long time, about 10 years ago now.
Yeah, and I used to come and help you and sit and read my book.
Yeah, you didn't really get involved.
No,
with all the geeky kids.
A room full of smelly boys playing Magic.
How rude!
Oh, I thought it was stinky. It was like, you know, just a load of boys getting all sweaty, getting all excited about Magic.
You're making this sound weirder than it was. It's a bunch of sweaty boys, and then filters. I've been sharing over the past few months that filters are just kind of our bread and butter now, this sort of thing. Some aren't worth a great deal. Some are up into the £15–20. I think that was a £15 one. And then some, this one, for example, that was a £30 fuel filter. I think it's a fuel filter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, loads of this sort of stuff going out. Another one there.
Yeah, it's just been, today it's just been car part after car part, hasn't it?
Another air filter there. And as
you're riveted by the car parts, aren't you?
This is our reality right now, guys. I can't make it up. If it was exciting, I'd share exciting things. Yeah. Oil filter.
And I have a theory about this. I think that they're starting to sell more now because the weather is getting slightly better. I think people are thinking about servicing their cars because in the winter, you don't want to be outside messing around with your car. And I think now that the weather's getting better, we're starting to see sales picking up, especially on filters, because people are servicing and spark plugs as well.
I think you're right. Yeah, there'll be an element of that because you don't want to. Guys that do services their own at home to save money, they're not going to do it in the cold and wet. So it stands to reason. And I was saying to you when we were out on the walk that hopefully in the summer, if we have a nice summer, the car parts will fly out because everyone will be out on their drive, ramping their car up and changing the oil, etc., and changing the filters.
Let's hope.
Fingers crossed, because we have loads of this stuff left.
Doesn't that remind you of your childhood and like the 80s when people were out on the street tinkering with their cars? And stuff?
People still do it a fair bit.
They do, not as much as they used to, though.
I don't really get involved with that. No. I'd break something.
Yeah, I think it's because cars have got more technical now.
Yeah. Well, you can still change the filters fairly easy. I just don't bother. Hey, Sue, how are you doing?
Oh, Steve said that he's doing a 10K in September.
I feel good.
Thanks, Siri. Why did she just say, or he say that?
Obviously something that
was random.
You said or I said sounded like, hey, Siri.
I think you said, hi, Steve, didn't you? Or something?
I said, hi, Steve.
And Siri said, oh, hi.
said I feel
good. Feeling left out.
If you just scroll down slightly.
Down.
Steve said he's doing a 10K in September. Just wants to do it as fast as possible. Gives him something to do instead of driving my wife mad about eBay and my job. Not sure whether to do it for charity yet. Yeah, you should do it for charity. We'll all support you.
Yeah. Or even if it's just the Steve Green Beer Fund. I'd support that too. Yeah, best of luck with that. So when? September. So you've got till September to train. Fantastic. Oh, John Cincinnati Pickers in. Hi there. Do most people not have garages in the UK?
A lot of people have garages and they fill them with stuff and don't put the cars in them.
Yeah, houses in the UK generally are way smaller, John, than the average American. I mean, way smaller. So we use our garages to put our crap in because we don't have much space in the house. So most people, we've had garages in several houses we've had and never put a car in one. And I bet, let me know, guys, in the chat, if you live in the UK and you've got a garage, do you put a car in it? I bet nobody does.
Thanks, Charlotte. She said that well, you've scrolled past it now, but it says, oh, the best part of a Sunday is getting cozy and watching you. Thanks, Charlotte.
I need to blow my nose. Right, I'm going to show some more stuff.
How long have we been? Oh, quarter of an hour and you're only just blowing your nose.
Well, whatever we had in that stew thing, I think that was a bit spicy. Set me off.
Didn't put any spice in it.
Ellen was saying it was spicy.
She said it made her nose run, but she said it's not spicy.
Yeah. Okay, right. Shall I scroll to the end? Or are you still reading that bit?
No, you can scroll to the end. Richard Payne picked up a filter today for £1 and looking to get 25 to 30 pounds in it.
Nice. Okay. Oh, so here's in on his other channel.
Donna says Siri feels good because he's got a car part.
Car part. Okay. So, garage talk. Used to have a Ford car. It was the only car I've ever owned that would fit in the garage. My dad's garage has always looked like Doughboys. Yep. Just full of junk. Oh, so here's now in on his regular account. It's a sorry, wrong account.
Is it John Cincinnati Picker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Says Nick, that Adidas hoodie is fire.
Is fire?
Or lit. I don't know.
Is that a good thing, John? Or do you mean I should set it on fire? Under here, I've got my 80s t-shirt on.
I know. You look like the campest person ever.
I love the 80s. Which a subscriber, we can't remember who sent it, so apologies if you watch him. But a subscriber
we both got one. But I'm saving mine for Rewind. You just decided to wear yours today.
Yeah. Right. More stuff. I'll whiz through this just because it's here. We bought a ton of these. It was in a video way back. We filled a trolley with these monkeys.
Hairless chimps.
Hairless chimps. Yeah, I sent one to Stephen Steph. A couple of them going out as a pair.
John says yes, very good. It's very good.
Thanks, John. Car parts. These are we did get a load of unofficial, like aftermarket or third-party ones, which don't have as much value, but they're starting to sell, which is good. I thought I'd be stuck with these. Most of the stuff is the official branded Hyundai and Isuzu and SsangYong, but this stuff is just same part numbers but different brands. DVDs. Oh, this was good. You may have seen car boot sale, wasn't it? The day we went to 3, or I went to 3 and you joined me on the last one. I picked up some Duplo and some of it, well, it was that green box there, which is listed separately. I pulled out the card set. You may remember it had the really cool VW bus in it and other figures. That went today for 30 with shipping, didn't it? So I think about 35 all in. And the whole box cost us £5, and I think what's left in there is on for about 15 or 20 quid.
Awesome.
So that was good.
The Crap in the Attic says, question, how are you getting on with Habu? Well, we were talking about this while we were walking earlier. Yeah, we're getting on really well. We've been really pleased, haven't we? The car mats that we've sent up have been going really quickly, and it's just such a relief, isn't it? It's like you see them come through and you go, oh, so great, because we don't have to ship them.
I sent the vast majority of the sets of car mats, which are big, awkward, heavy things. I kept here about 6, and they've all gone now. Yeah. But they were a pain to package. They were awkward. They were bulky and heavy. So it's just lovely. When we get an order for car mats now, it's just like, oh, there's another 40 quid or whatever, and we have to do nothing.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything.
So, yeah, it's been really good. I need to speak to the guys at Habu and sort out when we're going to do the final video to wrap up our little experiment with them. I think the plan is that Martin's going to come back on and do a live chat with us. So I guess that'll be soon, within the next month. And yeah, just talk about our experience, and he'll be available to answer your questions again. So yeah. Shall I do more stuff? Oh, I shifted. You may have seen, I think I shared it on Facebook. I bought that massive crate of vintage Scalextric. I sold off just the little barriers, the little clip-on barriers that go along the edges, had a bunch of them, and some little wedges that tilt the track up. I sold those for £15 with shipping, which put us into clear profit on everything. And I've done the rest of the track in little bundles, but there's not much money in it. I sold these straight bits for £20, but at least now it's all profit. So that's good. More stuff from the garage haul. Sold a bunch of these. It's just screen wash additive. I'm selling these in little bundles of 10, so they're going out. And this is a box of brake cleaner. under here, which is gone for £25 the box. And the cool thing about the car parts, as we said a few weeks ago, we're so far in profit on it all now. I don't know where we're at. I'm way behind keeping up with my log as well. Wrong one. Is this the one? That's the wrong one. Where is it? Oh, here it is. It is this one. Okay, so I don't think I've updated this for ages.
We've got a super chat from Graham Nichols. Thank you, Graham. Said, just a small thank you for all the hard work you and Andrea put into your excellent videos. They've helped me out loads. That's brilliant. Thank you,
Wow,
Graham.
Thanks, Graham. Really appreciate that. Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
I was just looking in here. I'm keeping a very basic just log of sales as they come in. And this is after fees and postage. And I'm behind on keeping up to date. So I would be somewhere between £5,500 and £6,000 we've had back. That's net after fees and postage. And our investment, just to remind you, was £1,438. And as you can see, there's just piles of it everywhere. I don't know how much I've listed now. Somewhere between a third and a half.
Yeah, you're getting bored of it now, aren't you?
I'm getting bored. I'm doing it in little lots just because I get so bored. So that's, yeah, I think that's what's going out for today. Oh, I picked up something. We haven't been sourcing this week, but I don't think I shared this because it was sat in the car.
Oh, you didn't show me.
I've not shown you.
No.
Ah, I picked up one of these. So, brother, that's the cover thing. Like so. Grab that. It's another electric typewriter. As you can see in this one, has a little disk drive.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, check that out. So you can save your work, I guess.
Yeah.
I paid what it says on it, which is here, £10. Don't know if that's showing the sticker up here. But I'm looking to get 50 out of it. So I was happy to pay 10. So yeah, just needs testing, and it's got an ink ribbon in it, which is fantastic, so I can test it easily. Yeah. I've done quite well on these. They tend to sell pretty quick. So that's that. And we don't have a great deal else to talk about.
No. Well, we managed to waffle for 25 minutes.
Yeah. So I can't get back in.
No, you've got the squeaky chair today as well. Thankfully, I'm fed up with the squeaky chair.
So yeah, we could have gone out sourcing today, but we fancied a lie-in, and the weather wasn't fantastic anyway.
It was a bit cold and grey and horrible.
So we have no haul.
But we bought enough last week for 2 weeks, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And we haven't been listing this week, so we didn't need to buy anything really.
No. So there you go.
Kay says, hi Nick, can I have a shout out for Holly please, because she loves to watch your videos with me on playback because she goes to sleep before you go live.
Hi Holly, how are you?
I'm going to say hi Holly too. Hi Holly.
Thanks for watching, Holly. Hope you enjoy them. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to throw out there. We haven't got a topic to talk about. We haven't really thought beyond talking about what we did this week. Yeah. So if you've got any questions, there's a question. When is Andrea, this is from Lex, when is Andrea doing another video where she models the vintage clothes at the end?
Funny you should say that. I've been saving up some clothes that I've bought, I've thrifted for myself, and I'm thinking of doing a video about that, and yeah, basically wearing them. And
cool.
But I'm not doing that this week. I'm going to do a sales video this week. So
yeah. And you've done that one, haven't you? Or did
I've done part of it. I need to do the voiceover.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Wish I'd sorry, I'm just trying to be flipping fantastic finds. Wish I'd had a lay-in instead. My boot fare was proper rubbish today. Yeah.
It's so disheartening when they're like that.
Was it bad weather? Because around here it was cold. We went out for our walk and we both kind of went, okay. Yeah. We left the house and both came back in and put more layers on. You put a hat on.
I did.
Yeah.
It was so windy as well. and because it was cold wind, it was like, oh, so I went straight back in and put my hat on. So I looked a bit daft walking up the road in a beanie, but never mind.
Yeah. Peter Cummins, question: what's the biggest bargain you've ever got, and you knew it was a bargain when you got it? I don't know. Well, the biggest bargain we ever got, we didn't know was a bargain. That was that Atari cartridge.
Oh yeah.
We were clueless, and we were lucky to get the maximum out of that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I'd have to give that some thought. I really don't know.
I can't think off the top of my head. Oh no. Even that Ralph Lauren denim coat that I got, I don't think I realised how much that was.
We had no idea it was that good, did we?
I mean, I knew it was a bargain at £1, but I didn't know I was going to get £200 back on it.
No. I don't know. I mean, recently, it's not big money, but when I saw those 2 Tamagotchis on the table, I knew, oh my God, that's cheap.
Yeah.
I fixed I didn't fix the other one. I couldn't get the second one open because it had been over tightened, and the tiny little screws, I just couldn't get it open. So, but I've managed to get it open now, and that works. The first one I listed, if you didn't see the video, we shared that I picked up 2 Tamagotchis for £1 each. I listed one, and it sold within about an hour to a guy in China.
Yeah. And
he paid an extra £10 shipping. International shipping, so he paid 35 that I listed it for plus a tenner, and I'm going to aim to get the same on the second one, so that should be £70 before fees.
Can't see any reason why it wouldn't go for that.
Yeah.
Graham Nichols says, how does Monty like his new bubble wrap cave? Well, you filled it up. I know. You haven't filled it up with that.
I didn't get as much done in here as I wanted. I wanted to get everything sorted and condensed and cleared. I got somewhere with it, but I did get my little bubble wrap dispenser. It's like a giant loo roll thing. In fact, somebody in the chat just commented with a picture of loo roll. It might have been George Ross. But yeah, this now comes out of here. It's on a big.
Yeah, and there's just space for Monty to sit underneath it, and yeah, he likes a little cozy hideaway, doesn't he?
Where is he? He's down there. Oh yeah,
next to the door. Hoping that I'm going to let him out. He'll have to wait.
Oh, I can't get back in. I'll do that then. Okay. Question: we just did that one. Brilliant. My 4-year-old Holly just heard the shout out too.
Oh.
Well, there you go, Gavin. Hi, Holly.
Hi to that Holly too.
You inspire. This is the Fox. Says you inspire me to get out there. Bought a model car for £2. Sold for 30. Love you guys.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great little flip. Oh, it just jumped. Where's it gone? Where were we? Oh, it's so irritating.
It's jumped quite a way, isn't it?
Yeah. Hold on, just
getting back. There was one that I read, so I know where to go back to. Anytime today.
Wow. Okay, we've got to speed up. We're way behind.
There.
Yeah.
Oliver Lithgow said, how do you package big items?
Get a big box.
Yeah, and if it's breakable, just make sure you've got lots of padding.
Yeah. If it is something you're worried about getting damaged, you can't package it enough. I'm trying to think of a good example. When I sold that Bose radio receiver, that big one, which went international, I bubble wrapped the hell out of it, then wrapped it completely in cardboard, then bubble wrapped the hell out of it again, and then kind of floated it in a much bigger box. And I think I padded the whole thing with newspaper. So it was kind of wrapped inside wrapped and wrapped and wrapped again. Yeah. You can't, if you're worried something's going to break, just go over the top is what I would suggest. But it does take a lot of time. Packaging up big stuff is not a quick endeavor, is it? It's worth putting the work in.
Oh, Gavin says, can you say hello to Iris as well? She's 2. Hi, Iris.
Hi, Iris.
We've got a niece called Iris.
We've got a niece called Iris. Yeah. Iris and Erin, my sister's 2 twins.
Yeah.
Love that name, actually.
And their little sister, Nina.
Nina. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand that question there. The one I'm pointing at. Does that make sense?
City wealth in area affects quality of Would you say wealth in areas affects quality of car boots?
Does the wealth in an area affect the quality of car boots?
But it also affects the pricing, I think.
I think it does. We all, I mean, if you watch Joe Penny's channel, he's in central London or near central London. And I think he picks up more high value stuff or sees it more often. That's how it feels when you look at his hauls. He certainly sees high value trainers and shoes way more than we ever even see them, let alone pick them up at the right price. So yeah, I guess it does. Area effects. And Zahir saw a definite change when they moved up north, a different kind of item they were picking up.
Yeah.
So,
and I think with charity shops, when you're picking up clothing, if you're living in a more affluent area, you're likely to find better brands, definitely.
Yeah. Fox wants a shout out. Hi there. Hi, the Fox L222. Yeah. Question: have you used the eBay shuttle UPS yet? Not yet. No, I do want to try that out though. Right, I'm going to whiz through a load of questions because we're so far behind. Stu Mandry, question: I sniped 2 items of jewellery from eBay today for £22 and should make £70 clear profit off them. What's the best item you've sniped off eBay? Oh my goodness. God, that's a good question.
Probably that, the stuff you talked about, the electronic, the 2 stereo.
That was quite good. Yeah, I sniped some Bose stereo equipment.
Bose? What were they?
I thought it was. Oh no, it wasn't Bose. No. Oh, it wasn't. Did I say Bose before?
You said Bose before.
Oh no, it's that foreign brand.
Oh, it nearly came to me.
What was it called?
Bang & Olufsen.
Bang & Olufsen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did pretty well. I made a lot of money on those. Yeah. A fair bit. I also bought a load of tools from the guy who's literally around the corner, and I sold the drill on Local Collection. And the guy drove from Dorset to here to pick up a drill that I bought from around the corner. Just seemed bizarre. But yeah, I don't know what the highest profit we got back from a local snipe. I picked up an Arcam amp that wasn't big money. That was about £100. Don't know. Chelsea, only 2.5 rows of sellers at Hatfield today. Felt like the middle of winter. Yeah, that's why we didn't really bother.
Yeah, but it's looking like it's going to be a nice weekend this weekend.
Yeah. Question: do board games sell better at Christmas? On the whole, yes. Any toys and games will see a rise in popularity. But if you've got the right board games, they will sell year round for good money. But most board games can be quite slow. You just have to do your research, like any niche.
What was I going to say? Oh, is David the car boot picker? Is that David McMillan? Just changed his name.
Maybe. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. There's hello, Nic and Andrea. I gave your channel a shout out yesterday in my video.
Oh, cool. I need to catch up on your videos.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Question there. Nick, can you guess what category CEX are looking at next? I'll give you a clue. It's not a video game format. Guess what category CEX?
Is it board games?
I don't know. You'd have to let me know. What category? What could they go into? Because they already do pretty much all video game formats, don't they? I know they do retro stuff. They do in our local ones. And they do some don't do CDs, but they always used to do CDs and DVDs. No idea, David. Surely the Atari game. Well, that would be our biggest single item. We were talking before about items that we've sniped off eBay. I didn't snipe those off eBay. That was like a private deal I did with another reseller.
Monty's just got into his bubble wrap cave.
Monty's under the bubble wrap. Right, let's whiz down and find some more questions. My car boot was great today, says the Fox. I managed to pick up an Xbox One for £10. What? Does it work? That would be my first question on that one.
What's been your biggest sale ever? That's definitely the Atari game.
Yeah, the Atari game for whatever that was. What did it go for? 5,200? Was it? I can't remember.
Yeah, somewhere around that. I don't remember the exact figure now.
Question for Andrea. Have you tried the Depop app?
Yeah, I was just reading that. I've tried the Depop app. Haven't had any sales yet, though. But yeah.
Oh, Carla's in. Oh, and Carla's gone. But hi, bye. Thanks for popping in, Carla. See you soon.
Has anyone tried Macari? And if you have, what do you think of it?
Is that not in America only then?
No,
is that here?
It's here. I've downloaded the app, but I haven't listed anything yet.
I've heard people in America talking about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's one that's big over there and they're trying to launch it here. Is that the case?
I think so. I mean, it's not. I haven't seen it advertised or anything, but I've heard a couple of people talk about it. So I downloaded the app and I'm going to try and list a couple of things. But I just wondered if anyone had any experience with Macari.
Claire and Leah, hi there, guys. Will you maybe try merch again? I am watching so many videos to try and get a handle. I made it back on it. We're still active on there. Our sales have fizzled out after our initial spike of sales on there. I don't know. I think if they launched it did like a Europe-wide, UK or Europe-wide one, I think we would perhaps have more passion for it and do some very British niche things. It
just feels like, because you have to keep on top of the American niches, which is difficult being in this country. And then it also feels like it's just the bottom of our priority list. We've got so many other things to do that it just,
It's a lot of it's about focus. Zahir and I were talking about this the other week about, we all know there are so many opportunities out there to make money and so many things we could be doing. But for me anyway, I can't give my focus to too many things because I just lose the plot. I have to stay fairly streamlined with what I'm doing. And I struggle to cope with juggling eBay, Amazon, our YouTube channel, and a few other things I dabble in. That's more than enough. You know what I'm like.
Absolutely.
Just like a headless chicken.
Yeah.
Right.
Jason Entwistle said David Morse, is it vinyl? That's a good shout. It could be vinyl.
Oh, it could be, because vinyl is huge now. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me, because there's so few record shops. Record shops just were closing down all the way through the 90s, weren't they? Until there was hardly any left. And then the resurgence came in vinyl, and it's like there's no damn record shops left.
I was looking through our photo album for our replay shop with Ellen, and she said, I was so young, I just didn't really appreciate what we had at the time. I think she was feeling that she wished she could experience it now. And I said, if we had it now, we'd so be into vinyl.
We'd have loads of vinyl. We'd do vinyl on a big scale. There was no demand for it. We had our shop for about 8.5 years, something like that. And I could count on one hand the amount of times people came in and said, do you do vinyl? There was just no demand for it.
Yeah.
Yet we sold thousands of CDs. They were still quite big. They were on the wane, weren't they? Anyway, Resell Unlimited. Hi there. Says, you guys are a breath of fresh air to the resale industry. Positive, funny and inspiring. No drama, just facts, ideas, and that is much appreciated. Here's hoping you get close to Alabama one day.
That's cool.
Well, we're getting relatively close soon compared to where we are now. We'll be in Florida in a couple of months.
Yeah.
We didn't go to Alabama when we drove across, did we? Don't remember the state.
I don't think we did. I think we drove more sort of
underneath. We went across around the top of the Gulf of Mexico and then up through sort of Arizona to one day. Can we see Monty? Stephen, we might get him in when we wrap it up at the end.
Yeah,
he's asleep.
He's sleeping right now.
He's doing his. He runs in his sleep. Sometimes we sit there in the evening. We'll be having a glass of wine or whatever, and he'll be sitting there going, like just running in his sleep. It's so funny.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Let me see if there's any more questions. I'm sorry we don't have a haul or anything else, and we're just reading questions, but that's all we've got for you today. Oh, it just jumped again. I have no idea where we were.
No. Oh, David Moore said it's board games.
I
was actually joking, but
that will be interesting to see how they do, because as you and I know, or we all know, certain board games you've got to invest half an hour checking parts in a big complicated board game. So they're going to have staff members that sit there counting bits.
No, they'll be like charity shops and say, yes, it is complete. And we've checked it all.
Yeah, that will be interesting how that pans out, actually. Yeah. And how much they pay.
I'd really love it if somebody would open up a board game cafe near us.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
But we don't want to go back to it.
I know, we don't.
Don't tempt me.
The overheads would be ridiculous, but if somebody else would do it near us, it would be great. Do you want to go back up because we missed a load? I don't know where we got to.
Sorry, guys.
It's difficult to know.
And where were we? Are you guys doing free returns on eBay? I can quickly answer that. No.
No, we're not.
We're not going there, guys.
No, I know. They want us to do it. Oh, there you go. It's a good job we went
straight past your super chat, David. Apologies.
Thank you, David. He says, yes, it is David McMillan. I thought so. I recognise the little avatar.
Yeah. So that's David. So David McMillan's channel is now known as David M, the Car Boot Picker. So thank you very much for the £2 super chat. Appreciate that. And you can click through to a channel from the side chat.
Yeah.
So go across and give David a sub. Zoe says, the weather here is driving me crazy. Only one car boot near me, which was only 10 cars as they wouldn't go on the pitch.
Yeah.
Struggling this month. Yeah, I mean, when we went last weekend or the weekend before, yeah, it was great, wasn't it? Hatfield was really busy.
Oh, well, it was a really lovely warm weekend.
But it was, suddenly warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hoping that next week's going to be good, so I can clear this car full of stuff. Literally, the car right now is just full. As we've been clearing out cupboards and rooms in the house, we've just been dumping all the stuff we want rid of that's not worth reselling, or that we don't want the hassle of reselling, straight in the car. Yeah, and I'm supposed to be going where I'm going next week.
I know, that's what I said to you. You're going to have to empty it again.
Unless I just take the car full of stuff.
I know. You're still going the wrong way.
I can't go all the way back again, can I?
Well, we need to get back to where we've left off. Otherwise, we might miss something, like we missed nearly that super chat.
Okay, it's still going back. Still going back. Still going back.
There's so much chat.
Karin, question: can you say happy 4th birthday to my nephew Anderson? He will love it.
Oh, happy birthday, Anderson.
Happy birthday. Have you had lots of cake?
Oh, I did see Karen say she'd had a lot of cake today.
4 is such a fun age. We were saying earlier, we mentioned Iris and Erin, my sister's twins. 4. They're 4 and they're so much fun. I would just spend hours with them if I could.
Oh, right. We're back
to where we were. Okay, so we can go back to, if I go back to that super chat and then we'll carry on from there.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. I will try to catch up. Right, let's see if we can see any questions. Reseller Mum is in. Hi there.
Yeah, hi Yola.
Are searches only based on the title and its keywords, or is the description searchable as well?
That's a good question. I've always wondered that.
It is searchable, but you have to go into a specialist search, don't you? Like just next to the search thing, you can do. Oh, what's it called?
What I was wondering is, in terms of,
get an eBay tab open.
In terms of SEO, if you have words in your description, does it get picked up?
I don't think it does. Look, because I've just next to the search there is the word advanced on an eBay page, and then you go into that, and then you can tick title and description.
Okay.
Which would say to me that the normal search isn't title and description; it's title only.
Possibly.
I don't know. Let us know if you know any more about that.
Yeah, because sometimes you can't fit everything that you want to say and all the keywords that you want in your title. So I always wondered, if you put stuff in your description, does it get picked up by sort of SEO and stuff?
Reseller Mum there again saying, I got very bored with the merch process.
Yeah.
It is quite clinical and
And especially when you're not getting the results, really.
Yeah, well, that's the key.
It kind of puts you off.
Most things we do are results oriented, aren't they? If you can see sales coming, it motivates you to put more on eBay, for example. Or if you do well with FBA, you're going to send more boxes. But we got off to quite a good start with merch, thanks to Steve and Steph in the main. And beyond that, we just lost interest, really. It just wasn't happening.
And I don't know if it's also because there's so many people doing it now. It's just a bit flooded. I don't know.
Well, Graham says there, I've no interest in Amazon merch as I just don't have the time nor inclination to follow the herd. Exactly. And if it's not for you, that's fine. Not going to suit everybody. I'm still keen. If they do bring out one in the UK, I'm going to jump on that and see if I can get the momentum going. I mean, we all know, how well Tex is doing, but she got in really quite early, and I think that was a big part of it. You get a bunch of sales under your belt, and I don't know if that drives your store up the search ranks. I don't know how any of it really works, but
Gary's saying, good job, I'm a reseller and don't need to commute. Yellow weather warning for tomorrow, gales and heavy rain.
The weather's gone mad. It was so nice.
But it's supposed to be nice again by the end of the week. So hopefully that's true.
Oh, Karen says there she's just subbed to David M, the car boot picker. Fantastic. Okay.
Paul Johnson says, I've been having a hell of a time in my day job and luckily managed to get a 4-day week so I can dedicate more time to tat. Any advice on taking it a step further to go to full-time tat master like you two, tat master?
I made a video quite a long time ago, like about 3 years ago now, because at that point I was getting a lot of questions exactly like that. People saying, I really want to go full-time. Can I do it? And of course, I can't answer that question for anybody. Only you know your situation and what you think you're able to earn. And more importantly, what your outgoings are, how much you need to earn to pay your rent, to pay your mortgage, whatever your situation is. So what I suggested in that video, which I'll try and remember to link after the event if you need to find the link, was to give yourself a month, for example, and plot exactly how many hours you're putting into your reselling and work as hard as you can on it, and then see in that month what returns you get. And then you'll know exactly how many hours you put in and what the returns are. And from that very vague information, you should be able to determine roughly what you can think you can earn as an hourly rate. And then you can kind of extrapolate that to a 9 to 5 working hours that you might put in if you went full time. It will give you some basis in reality to what you in your situation and with your ability you can earn, because it's all very well for us to say, yeah, of course you can go full time, it's great, but
everyone's situation is different.
So try and run an experiment, as I suggest in that video, for a month or whatever, and work out your potential to earn from this. What stuff you can get hold of, how quickly you can list it, all that sort of stuff. And just be really brutally honest with yourself. The last thing you want to do is take the leap, pack up a really good job, or maybe a job you don't like, but it's still a job. Realize you can't earn enough doing this, and then you're without a job and without an income. So anyway, sorry, I went in full on waffle mode then.
There's a question there from Curly Chloe. Is there a set winning format for keywords for clothes selling? So should it be brand, then men's, then cotton, then size? Does the order even matter? I don't know, actually.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I doubt the order that words in the title can be that important, surely.
I mean, because on YouTube apparently it is, isn't it? If you were telling me the other day that someone said,
well, a lot of people think they know the YouTube algorithms and what matters. But if you I follow a few channels about YouTube and how to, put your videos out and get found and stuff. And to be honest, different people on different channels say different stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I try different things, but I always start with brand. And then I start with what the thing is. And then I put a size. And then I put extra keywords after that.
Right. So you go, for example, like next, dungarees, size 10.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. Whatever.
I suppose you've got to think what is the key word for the person? Do you think dungarees is the most important? Maybe you should put that first, or the brand. I suppose the brand's going to be key, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I don't want to say from this brand or by this brand, because it takes up space. So I always put a brand and then put the rest of it. So I don't know.
It's a very good question.
It is a good question. I tend not to put ladies or men's or whatever anymore, because it says that anyway in the search engine. There's a super chat there.
There was a super chat. It just jumped down. I did just see your super chat, Krillin. I'm sorry we're so far behind. We're trying and failing to actually keep up with the chat.
Let's read out the super chat.
Let me scroll down, then I'll have to go back. Hi, Krillin. Super chatted $2.
Peter Hook.
Peter Hook was great. Better than current NO band. Current NO band. Oh, New Order band. Had to decipher your comment.
It was cryptic.
Great. I'm glad you had a good gig. Fantastic. Right, I don't know where we were. I can try and go back. How do we have time?
Let's try and go back and see in case we missed anything. We've got time.
Question, Nick. This is Peter Ray. Hi, Peter. Did you see my post on the Tap Chat last night about using auto decline on eBay listings? I did have a read of that. That was interesting, actually. People's different opinions on whether, the merits of auto decline and the merits of best offer. It was an interesting read, actually. Okay. People have very different.
I haven't seen that yet.
Peter was saying that he's seen an uplift in sales since putting best offer on with auto decline.
Okay.
Because I don't want to speak for Peter, but I think he was saying that because somebody throws you a lowball offer, it's instantly declined. So they're then inclined to make a higher one and keep going until they win it. Whereas sometimes you might leave it 5 or 10 hours if you're not, if you're asleep or if you're not at work or whatever.
If I put on best offer, I always put auto decline on.
Yeah, I don't.
And mostly is because it just annoys me when people make stupid offers.
Yeah. I quite like counter
auto decline and then put what I would accept.
Yeah.
The lowest that I would accept.
Yeah. See, I don't tend to put auto on. I like the whole backwards and forwards counter offer and that.
I don't. It wastes my time. It annoys me.
But then I do get frustrated if I had one the other day. The dregs that we've got about 2/3 of those manuals left that are here. We sold all the good ones, all the current ones, some for some really good money, like up to £50 for a couple of books. And what's left is really slow. And we had an offer on one that I should have just taken. But because I didn't have the auto thing set up, I thought, I'm going to cheekily go back a little bit higher. And I never heard from them again, which was frustrating.
Oh, Fritz is saying that he had his eBay account hacked over the weekend.
Oh, no. Where? Oh, at the top. Fritz, hi everyone. Had a terrible experience this weekend. eBay account was hacked last night. 2,500 hacker listings. Over 3,000 confirmation emails all Sunday working with eBay to resolve. We had our Amazon account hacked way back. This was like
years and years ago.
God, when was that? Like 2005.
Yeah. And Amazon were brilliant and they picked it up straight away.
But
they cancelled all of our listings.
We weren't doing eBay then. We had a retail outlet and Amazon was perfect. It was a media store. I would just scan stuff into Amazon. We would do all merchant fulfilled. We didn't do FBA. I think this was before FBA anyway. And so we had thousands of products listed. And then our account was taken over by somebody. Yeah. And suddenly we were selling laptops and iPads or whatever, iPhones. And
I don't think... Were iPhones even a thing then?
Oh, maybe not. But it was like
mobile phones.
Expensive tech, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we were selling, all of a sudden, we'd sold like 50 grand's worth of laptops in a day. And we were like, whoa, what's going on? And we couldn't get into our account. We couldn't do anything.
And all it was is that it was just an email that looked like it was from Amazon. And I signed in through the email and that was it. They got all my stuff.
They got the sign in, so then they must have signed in, changed the sign ins and the passwords, so locked us out. Then they listed tons of tech they didn't have, and their plan or their MO was that they would sell thousands of gear and take the money and run. And we had police come down from Yorkshire. And I had to give statements and I had to give evidence and written statements and stuff because they'd caught this guy and they were taking him to court. And this went on for years and years.
Yeah, you were supposed to
I was meant to attend court.
Yeah.
No, that was from something else. That was when
I thought it was that.
That was the iPod thing.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So
we feel your pain, but they cancelled. What we were going to say was we had thousands of MF merchant fulfilled listings, and to kind of sort it all out with all these fake listings on there, Amazon's way of sorting it out was to wipe our account clean. We were like, no, we've got to relist all this stuff.
And worryingly, Curly Chloe says there's been a few reports of hacked accounts this week. So, be careful what comes up on your email or whatever. Don't open anything or sign in through email.
Yeah, if you get a message saying something's going on with your account or one of those dodgy emails, go into actual eBay, because you'll be able to find the message within eBay itself or within Amazon. So, yeah.
And in answer to the question about keywords and etc., Reseller Mum says different people have a different theory. I like the title as close to the order of what I think people are searching. I like size early, what it is, brand early, but I have no proof, just what I like. Yeah, it's difficult to know, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
I think with the whole SEO keyword thing, everybody's guessing all the time. What does eBay like? What does eBay want? What with the algorithms and everything, it's a bit of a
surely
headache.
You could do a few experimental searches and just do a search for next or something and see if it prioritizes ones that have next as the first word. Or you could search next dungarees and just see how it throws up the results. Why is the top result the top result?
Yeah, could do.
Who knows? And the other thing with this is, and I've said this before, when people try and work out how eBay's algorithms and search results work, they'll be changing it and tweaking it on a weekly basis. So if we figure it out, they'll change it next week.
Probably. Yeah.
Anyway, right. We are miles behind. Let me scroll through, see if I can.
We've missed loads, to be honest with you. What did Donna say?
Where?
I need some new YouTubers to watch. Can anyone recommend any? Not that I get bored of Nic and Andrea. I just watch too much YouTube. It depends whether you're looking for resellers or what you're into, really. But
Steve and Steph. I think they're amazing. Yeah, what were we going to say?
Yeah, I've recently started watching somebody called, she's from New York, and her name's Notorious KIA, and she does a lot of fashion and vintage fashion and stuff, and I just really like her videos, but it's all personal, so I would recommend her because I've just started watching her.
Cool. Sorry, I thought you were still talking.
Oh no. So I was reading the chat.
All right, I've got to the end of the chat. We've nearly got to the end of this chat as well.
Yeah.
Oh, one other thing I've been doing this week. I did touch on the fact that some of you may remember I was trying to get a local game going that involved pubs and a treasure hunt thing where you visited pubs and you got an ink stamp on a postcard, and I got a certain amount of momentum going and a load of pubs on board, but I just wasn't finding the time. There was so much work involved, perhaps way more than I imagined, to liaise with all of these pubs and get everything together. So I am kind of shelving that just because it was starting to stress me out.
It wasn't an easy thing for you to decide to do, was
I don't have the time and headspace for it right now.
We had a long conversation about it.
Yeah, I'm not giving up on the idea. I just think now is not the time. I have a lot of other things going on and I need to give that a lot of commitment. So I'm kind of shelving that for now. I'm going to message all the pubs that were really keen and are kind of signed up and just say, I'm really sorry, I don't have the time right now to do it justice, really. If I'm going to do that, I need to do it properly. But my kind of compromise with that is I'm going to do the board game thing. And I've been working on that this week. I've been working on the cards. So these are some of the playing cards that are in it. That's Sniper, for example, and Wall and Steel, which won't make any sense to anybody. I've been working on the cards, and you may remember these are the little tank playing pieces. I've got it to a point where I think I'm quite happy with it. but I want to do hours and hours and hours of play testing. So that's my next kind of task with that, really, is find guinea pigs that are willing to sit down with me for hours playing tanks.
Not me.
And just fine-tuning it until it is fun, it's challenging, and it lasts about the right amount of time. There's so many elements of this that I want to get right. Once I get to the kind of next stage Graham. With that, see you later, Graham. Thanks for popping in, and thanks for the super chat. Really appreciate that. So once I get it kind of to the next point, and we've got a game that is working, I'll try and do some videos sharing how it works and what it's involved, or what's involved with it. And I've emailed a company that specialize in prototype games and getting small runs of games going. So I'm going to have a chat with them and find out what sort of costs are involved, and hopefully get a small run into production. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be trying to get done in the background. Not like I'm not busy enough with 100 other things.
Right, could you just scroll back a little bit, because somebody said something about SEO,
where
which I wanted to read, and it's keep going. And yeah, and then Pixie Dust Gaming also said, you missed my question, so we need to find that.
Nic and Andrew, you missed my question. Sorry, Pixie Dust Gaming.
She's unsubscribing now.
We will try and find it.
Here we go.
Go on.
Tip: SEO and eBay. Google loves Pinterest and indexes highly, so create a Pinterest account and pin all your listings.
Oh, excuse me. Okay.
Yeah.
I am clueless. Really I've never used Pinterest.
I know. I've heard other people saying that, but I don't know.
So people
really
would find
why does Google like Pinterest so much?
I don't know. So I'm a noob to Pinterest. So Google would pick up on, let's say I searched for, or we'll go back to the next thing. You search for next dungarees on Google, but surely if they're looking for it on eBay, they'd be searching that within eBay, wouldn't they? So this is to try and get people to find your item who are searching in Google.
When I do research on different things to list, it quite often comes up with Pinterest first.
Yeah.
If I'm looking for a particular item.
But I'm just thinking I suppose all right then. So they think I need a Yahtzee game from 1984. I'm going to search on Google.
On the International League of Thrifters, which is Margaret's forum, the Pinterest party is so, huge, and people love it so much.
Yeah.
Because of that, maybe.
I don't know. That's really interesting. It
does seem like a really time-consuming thing to do as well. Oh, I now must pin all of my listings.
And the thing with that is you don't really get any feedback as to where your customer on eBay came from. So let's say we invest a lot of time setting up a Pinterest account and pinning all your listings. Do you ever find out if it works? Would be my question. How do you know? I don't know. Right, let's scroll back and find Pixie Dust Gaming's question quickly. Keep your eyes peeled.
Right, and then we click on those top emails.
So we're looking for a little pink icon. We will find it. Bear with. Bear with.
Scrolling past it. Oh.
Bear with. Oh, there's Quillen's super chat.
Oh, hang on.
That's just a smiley face from Pixie Dust. Oh, that one. David, the car boot picker just subbed.
No, I think we must have missed it.
Hey, David. Hey, BCP.
No, I think
that one.
Past it.
Do you have something where you can donate to you directly? Because with Super Chat, YouTube takes a percentage off and you don't get the full amount.
We don't really.
No, it's not something we've ever asked for or expected. I know what you're saying.
We've had conversations with other people about Patreon, but I don't know. We've never really gone down that road. And I don't know how anybody would actually feel about that.
Yeah, it's a good question, Pixie Dust Gaming, but it's never something we've pursued YouTube to get people to give us money. That was never. At all.
We're just happy that you're here to talk to us, really.
Yeah, and we're
not sitting here talking to ourselves.
When Super Chat started and it was flagged up as an option on our account on the YouTube, I nearly didn't switch it on because it felt weird. And then when people started donating, it felt weird. I kind of understand it more now because I've super chatted other channels that I support, and I got pleasure out of giving to them, to the channels that I really love. So I understand it from a YouTube fan now, but it was a weird concept to begin with. Totally was.
I know what you mean.
Right. I hope that was the question that you were referring to. Let me scroll to the end. Okay. Another thing, you may have seen that Zahir and Beck they have like a code that they give out on their YouTube channel. So if you go over to their eBay, you get money off. And then people have been, picking up things off their eBay as a way of supporting the channel. So that's an option.
Pixie said yes, it was.
Cool. No, it's a good question, but we haven't really given that much thought. Helps get views from Google Shopping, says Crap in the Attic. What does that mean? Google Shopping?
I think people are still talking about Pinterest.
Okay. Yeah, the whole Pinterest thing is kind of lost on me. Leslie Narvison, hi there, says, I pin some of my listings on Etsy and eBay to my reselling board. This puts the item in Pinterest's search engine. See, I've not used Pinterest. No. I've not used Instagram, so I'm in the dark ages here. Okay. Right. Well, we are actually caught up in the chat.
We are indeed.
We are now
10 past 9. We've
almost 10 past 9.
Waffle and waffle. So.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope there was some content in there that was fun to watch. We will be back during the week. I think I'm on Zahir's channel on Tuesday for another chat. No idea what we'll be talking about on that one. Apart from that, I don't think we have any other plans video-wise this week, do we? Yours might be coming up.
Yeah, I'm going to do a sales video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Pixie says, don't worry, she's not going to unsub. Likes watching us both too much. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't think we were worried about that really, because we didn't think that you were serious.
Oh, hang on, just reading here. Michelle says, hi there, Michelle. I use Pinterest and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Wow. So you're really promoting your listings. We don't really do that, do we?
No. Well, no, not really.
Oh,
I post on Instagram, but I don't use it to promote my listings.
Elaine wants you to hum us out.
No, once is enough. Ad says, I think Patreon gets a bad rep, but it's a great way of viewers supporting content, and creators go for it. Content creators go for it.
We have talked about Patreon, and I never liked the idea because I kind of understand it more now. Like I was saying, I super chat myself, and I understand.
You super chat yourself.
I super chat myself. I use super chat myself to donate to other channels, so I understand the pleasure of that and the function of it.
Nick doesn't know this; he's finding out for the first time now. But I do actually support someone by Patreon. I support Kira Rose, and it's just $1 a month.
Yeah.
But I feel really good about that because I really love her content. I want to support her. I want to support what she does.
But do you get something extra? I know because Margaret started Patreon a while back.
Yeah, you do.
She tries to offer more content or something extra.
She has different tiers. So if it's just $1 a month, which is what I have, she has a separate secret Instagram account, which you get, and then you also get extra video content. But then for a $15, well, actually I think she's lowered that to $10 now. She sends you something, or you get something extra. She's got another YouTube channel which is private, which you get other content for if you get.
Wow.
You get stuff, but I only do $1, so I just get the extra Instagram. I just feel good to be able to support her because
well, you're a real fan.
She's vegan. She's a very creative person. She's trying to get her art career going, and she's a photographer as well. And
Yeah.
So
do you I don't know if ads is still about. Did you set up Patreon? I can't remember if you did that yourself. Let us know how you got on. Actually, we were trying to wrap this up. Hang on, there's a couple more questions. Quickly, we'll do that and see if ads answers. Nick, question: do you or anyone? This is Adrian, Mr. Diggs Deals. Do you or anyone post their listings to Facebook selling pages to get more views?
We don't.
No, I'm sure people do.
Oh no, George does, doesn't he? He's got his own.
Well, he's got his own Facebook page where he sells the stuff. I don't think he's posting eBay listings necessarily, just the items for sale, which is great because then there's no fees. Yeah. Andrea, want to hum us out? See?
No.
Have we licked the like button, says Sue. I can't see from here if anyone's licked the like button. We do have 232 people still in.
Wow.
Good Lord. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm just going to see if ads has replied. I'm going to scroll to the bottom. Ads. Yes. Got one Patreon in the... Oh, no.
Got one Patreon in the Celtic Traders.
What does that mean? So the Celtic Traders have a Patreon?
Maybe the Patreon he's got is Celtic Traders. I don't know.
I'm confused. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, he only set it up a few weeks back. Okay, so if you want to go and support ads, which is fantastic, he's got Patreon.
Oh, yeah, so that is what he means, because it says not got the rewards.
Oh, yeah, you said you were going to show Monty. He's actually asleep, but we'll wake him up.
But
we'll grab Monty and
we will get Monty
let you get on with your Sunday evenings.
Monty. Oh, hello. Come in.
He's all disheveled because he's been asleep.
He's like, what's in it for me, Dad? Come here.
Lots of attention. Oh, Pixie Dust is humming for me, so that's nice. There he is, and he's got the haircut. We'll have to get a haircut next month. It's
an interesting thought about the Patreon thing. I've never been that comfortable with the idea, but we will have a think about it and see what happens. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up. Do you want to say hello and goodbye, Monty?
It's like, you interrupted my sleep, Dad. Hello, gorgeous.
We bathed him not very long ago at all, and he already stinks. He's been out in the rain.
Last week we bathed him.
But well, he's getting out in the rain. Soon it's coming up to the time.
Dreadlocks because he rubs his head up against the.
He rubs it on the floor, but soon it's going to come time when we shave him for summer.
Yeah, usually May, I book him in for.
Like not shave him like so he looks like a little pig. Yeah. But he gets a very short trim, don't you? So that will be coming soon.
Because he's looking a bit raggedy at the moment, are you, babe?
Karen says, so cute. Ad says, I get your reservations, Nick. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have a chat about it. Leslie says, oh, and a little dog. Look, see that, Monty. You couldn't care less, could you? He's like, Dad, I hope I'm getting some food out of this. Okay. And they called it Monty Love.
Oh, they didn't ask you to sing. What does Monty think of the eBay changes? He couldn't give a what's it.
What do you think of the eBay changes? What's eBay, Dad?
Oh.
Right. I'm gonna
he doesn't care.
Put him down. He's a lot heavier than he looks. And he's a lot hairier than he looks.
He's not. He really isn't. He's very hairy.
Right, stay there. I should get one over. Right. We're going to leave you lovely people there. Thank you so much for joining us. If you've stuck around till the end, you did well. 223 people still in. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, whatever you're doing. We're going to go and chill out in front of the telly. Have we got any wine in?
We don't.
Oh.
Why are you going to get some?
I knew that was the next question. Why are you going to get some? And we will see you next Sunday, if not before. There will be a couple of videos out during the week. And as I said, I'll be on Zahir's channel on Tuesday for the regular Tat Chat. So there you go. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good week, everyone.
Take care. Bye.